Welcome back to ABCGH Spoilers channel. Today, we're tackling a burning question that has been lingering in the minds of General Hospital fans: what's next for TJ Ashford, and is Tajh Bellow officially leaving the show? Based on the recent changes in the show's credits and the actor's own reflective social media post, speculation is at an all-time high. Let's break it all down, explore what this means for the character, and analyze how his potential departure, or reduced presence, could impact the dynamics in Port Charles. TJ Ashford's future: uncertainty looms over Port Charles. As it stands, General Hospital has yet to release an official statement confirming that Tajh Bellow is leaving the show permanently. However, the fact that he is no longer listed as a contract player in the closing credits strongly suggests that TJ Ashford will be appearing in a recurring capacity moving forward. While this doesn't necessarily mean that Port Charles will be losing TJ completely, it does raise concerns about his diminishing screen presence. Over the past few months, TJ's appearances have become increasingly sporadic, particularly after his breakup with Molly Lansing Davis. With fewer storylines tying him to the canvas, his role in the daily drama of Port Charles has been noticeably diminished. Yet, despite the uncertainty surrounding his future, TJ still has strong roots in the town. As the son of Jordan Ashford and the cousin of Trina Robinson, he remains connected to some of the show's biggest players. This leaves the door open for him to return in a meaningful way should the writers choose to revisit his character's arc. But the real question is, will they? Molly Lansing Davis moves on. Where does this leave TJ? One of the major reasons why TJ has been sidelined is undoubtedly his split from Molly Lansing Davis. With their relationship dissolved, Molly's storyline has taken a different trajectory, one that no longer includes TJ. Instead, Molly has been spending an increasing amount of time in Cody Bell's orbit, sparking speculation about a possible new romance. While there has been some chemistry between the two, it's still too early to say whether they have what it takes to become a true super couple. However, the fact that Molly is actively being written into new romantic entanglements while TJ remains in limbo speaks volumes about the direction the writers may be taking. If Molly moves on completely, what does this mean for TJ? Without a romantic arc to ground him, he risks fading into the background. While some fans might be intrigued by the potential of a Molly and Cody pairing, others are still lamenting the loss of TJ and Molly's long-term relationship. Was their breakup really necessary, or could there have been a more compelling way to evolve their story without removing TJ from the equation? Tajh Bellow's social media post: a goodbye or just reflection? The biggest clue fueling speculation about Tajh Bellow's status on the show comes from his own Instagram post. Recently, the actor shared a collection of photos and highlights from his time as TJ, including articles naming him Performer of the Week/Year. The tone of the post was celebratory yet reflective, leading many fans to wonder if this was his way of saying goodbye. His caption was particularly telling, as he acknowledged the uncertainty surrounding TJ's future but stopped short of making any definitive statement about his departure. His words: "I know a lot of my fans are wondering what's next for TJ, but before I speak to that, I wanted to celebrate all that we've accomplished together," suggest that while he is aware of the speculation, he may not be completely closing the door on his time in Port Charles. Interestingly, he also expressed excitement for the upcoming Emmy Awards, which means that, at the very least, he is still very much engaged with the daytime television industry. Whether this means he will continue in a reduced role on GH or transition to new projects remains to be seen. The bigger picture: why TJ's story deserves more attention. Fans of General Hospital have every right to be disappointed if TJ's role is further diminished. Over the years, TJ Ashford has grown into a compelling and dynamic character, one who has been underutilized despite having tremendous potential. He is a dedicated doctor, which means he could easily be pulled into storylines involving medical crises. Why not explore his career challenges, ambitions, or even hospital politics? His relationship with Jordan Ashford has been strong but complex, and there is so much more that could be developed in that mother-son dynamic. As Trina Robinson's cousin, he could be more actively involved in her world, helping her navigate the dramatic ups and downs of her relationships and family conflicts. Given the current rise in crime and danger in Port Charles, TJ could become entangled in a high-stakes plot, perhaps even being targeted because of his family ties to Jordan, who has a long history of dealing with criminals. Simply put, there is no shortage of stories that could keep TJ relevant and fully integrated into the fabric of the show. The problem isn't a lack of material, it's a lack of effort from the writing team to prioritize his character. Final thoughts: what lies ahead for TJ Ashford? So, where does this leave us? Is TJ truly exiting, or is this simply a temporary shift in focus? At this point, it seems like Tajh Bellow will remain part of General Hospital in some capacity, but not as a central figure. If he does leave permanently, it will be a major missed opportunity for the show, considering how many unexplored storylines still exist for his character. That said, soap operas are notorious for reviving sideline characters when the timing is right. If enough fans voice their disappointment, there's always a chance that GH's writers will find a way to bring TJ back into the spotlight. For now, all we can do is wait and see. Whether this is a farewell or just a brief period of transition, TJ Ashford's story isn't quite over yet. Next, we're diving into one of the most explosive storylines in General Hospital history. Jason Morgan is in serious trouble, Anna Devane is caught between duty and loyalty, and the mystery surrounding Cyrus Renault's fate continues to deepen. With the PCPD finally catching on that something isn't right, Jason's freedom may be at stake, and the tangled web of deception is only getting more dangerous. Let's break it all down and analyze how this could change the landscape of Port Charles forever. A crime with no body. What really happened to Cyrus Renault? The PCPD is on high alert after finding enough evidence to suggest that Cyrus Renault is no longer alive. However, the lack of a physical body complicates things significantly. While they are beginning to piece together clues, they remain completely in the dark about what actually happened to him. But the real kicker? WSB Chief Jack Brennan was one step ahead of them. He ordered a full-scale cleanup operation, making sure that all potential evidence was wiped from the scene except for one single, mysterious piece. The big question now is, what exactly was left behind? And was it intentional? Could it be something planted to frame Jason Morgan? A miscalculated error that will blow this entire case wide open? Or perhaps a clue meant to mislead the PCPD into chasing a ghost rather than finding out who was really behind it? One thing is for certain, this missing piece of evidence is about to change everything. Jason Morgan, framed, guilty, or a victim of circumstance? Right now, all eyes are on Jason Morgan, the man who had the biggest reason to want Cyrus gone. Jason has always been the silent enforcer, the controlled strategist, but this time, he is stuck in a situation where even his closest allies may doubt him. Anna Devane, who has developed a surprising friendship and level of trust with Jason, is now forced to question whether he is telling the truth. Jason swears that he had nothing to do with Cyrus' disappearance, but the evidence is stacking up against him. And if the PCPD finds so much as a fingerprint linking him to the scene, his freedom could be hanging by a thread. But here's where it gets even trickier. What if this entire situation is a setup? Could Jason be walking into a carefully laid trap orchestrated by someone who wants him out of the picture permanently? Jack Brennan has his own agenda and isn't above manipulating evidence to get what he wants. The PCPD is desperate for answers, and Jason is the easiest suspect to pin this on. Jocelyn Jacks might be the one truly responsible, and Jason could end up taking the fall for a crime he didn't commit. If Jason is arrested, will he be able to prove his innocence before it's too late? Anna Devane's struggle, can she trust Jason or not? Anna Devane is one of the few people who has tried to see the good in Jason, but this time, her loyalty is being put to the ultimate test. From the very beginning, she only had one request of Jason: don't kill Cyrus Renault. And now, Cyrus is dead, and Anna doesn't know whether Jason honored her request or if he went behind her back. Anna's instincts tell her that Jason isn't the type to lie outright. If he were guilty, he wouldn't waste time trying to convince her of his innocence. He would do what he always does, plead the fifth and let Diane Miller handle the rest. But this time, he is adamant that he had nothing to do with it. So now, Anna is left with an impossible choice. Does she believe Jason and risk her own credibility as police commissioner? Or does she go where the evidence leads her, even if it means betraying someone she has come to trust? If she makes the wrong call, it could cost her not just her career, but also a friendship she never saw coming. Drew Quartermaine, the wild card in Jason's fate. There is one person who could make or break Jason's alibi, Drew Quartermaine. If Drew steps up and provides an airtight alibi, Jason walks free. If he refuses, Jason could be in serious trouble. Drew has always been someone who struggles with moral dilemmas, and this is no exception. While he and Jason share a complicated history, Drew may not be willing to put himself at risk to save his brother. The biggest concern? If Drew believes Jason actually did it, he might not want to lie for him. And if Jason doesn't have an alibi, then the PCPD will use every piece of evidence they can find to lock him away. Jocelyn Jacks, is Jason covering for her? There's a dangerous possibility that no one wants to say out loud. What if Jocelyn Jacks is actually responsible for Cyrus Renault's death? Rumors are swirling that she may have played a role in his fate, and if that's the case, Jason could be stepping in to protect her. If Jason knows the truth and is staying silent to keep Jocelyn safe, this could turn into a massive scandal that no one saw coming. Would Jason really take the fall for Jocelyn? If Anna pieces this together, will she still move forward with arresting Jason? And if Jocelyn is actually guilty, how long before the truth comes out? The stakes have never been higher, and every decision from here on out could change the fate of multiple lives in Port Charles. Final thoughts: the clock is ticking for Jason. Jason Morgan is running out of time. The evidence is mounting, trust is crumbling, and the lines between friend and foe are blurring fast. If Jason is innocent, he needs to prove it before it's too late. If Anna makes the wrong choice, it could destroy everything she has built. If Drew doesn't back him up, Jason could end up paying the price for something he didn't do. And if Jocelyn Jacks is the real culprit, it's only a matter of time before the truth comes out. With tensions rising and secrets unraveling, the next few weeks will be a turning point in this investigation. Will Jason find a way to clear his name, or is this the beginning of his downfall? This week in General Hospital, the drama is at an all-time high as shocking revelations, unexpected alliances, and life-changing decisions take center stage in Port Charles. Jason Morgan is trapped in a deadly setup, Jocelyn Jacks makes a move that could alter her future forever, and secrets threaten to shatter relationships across town. Let's break down each day's explosive events and analyze what they mean for the residents of Port Charles. Friday, February 28th, arguments, apologies, and unanswered questions. The week ends with tensions running high, as confrontations and heartfelt conversations define the day. Ava Jerome and Christina Corinthos Davis find themselves in a heated argument, with Christina refusing to let go of her anger over Irene Ashford's death. Christina still sees Irene, whom she renamed Adela, as her child, and she's not ready to forgive Ava for what she perceives as an irreversible betrayal. Meanwhile, Sasha Corbin is on the receiving end of an unexpected apology. Could this be Brando Corbin's family trying to mend fences, or does this come from someone else looking to right a wrong? Elsewhere, Molly Lansing Davis finally opens up to Cody Bell. Could this be about her fears regarding her future, her career, or even her lingering feelings about TJ Ashford? Whatever it is, it's clear that Molly is at a crossroads. Adding to the intensity, Olivia Quartermaine approaches Carly Spencer with an intriguing pitch. Olivia is known for thinking big, and this could be a game-changing business or family-related proposal. And as the episode draws to a close, Jordan Ashford is put on the spot when Isaiah Gannon demands answers. Could this tie into the growing mystery surrounding Cyrus Renault's disappearance? Thursday, February 27th, suspicion grows and secrets come to light. As the days go on, suspicion begins to swirl around Port Charles, and Lulu Spencer takes matters into her own hands. She knows that something isn't adding up, and when Lulu gets an idea in her head, she doesn't let go easily. Whatever she's investigating could change the course of someone's life. At the same time, Sonny Corinthos receives a warning. But will he take it seriously, or will he push forward, unwilling to acknowledge the danger? Sonny is not the type to back down from a fight, but sometimes even the most powerful men need to proceed with caution. Meanwhile, Carly is deeply shaken. But the question is, did she find out the truth about Jocelyn, or is this about Jason's fate? With so much chaos surrounding her family, Carly's world may be on the verge of collapse. Meanwhile, Trina Robinson finds a confidant in Stella Henry. Is this about her relationship with Kai Taylor, or is she growing increasingly worried about Jocelyn's behavior? Trina has always been the type to stand by her friends, but if she starts to suspect something serious, she may be forced to take action. Adding another layer of drama, Dante Falconeri gives Chase advice, likely regarding his struggles with infertility. Could this be a sign that Chase and Brooke Lynn are facing another major roadblock in their relationship? Wednesday, February 26th, life-altering choices and unexpected moves. Midweek brings massive turning points for several Port Charles residents. Jocelyn Jacks, overwhelmed with guilt, makes a decision that could change her future forever. Could this involve coming clean about her role in Cyrus Renault's fate, or is she setting something else in motion that will have lasting consequences? Meanwhile, Trina and Kai share a romantic moment. After everything Trina has been through, she may finally be ready to embrace a new chapter in her love life. But with so much happening around her, will she be able to focus on happiness, or will outside pressures interfere? Elsewhere, Brooke Lynn Courtemain is stunned by a suggestion from her husband, Harrison Chase. Could this be related to starting a family, or is Chase about to make a drastic career move? And while Carly has already been dealing with a whirlwind of emotions, she finally takes a firm stance when it comes to Nina Reeves. Carly has been hesitant about aligning herself with Nina against Drew Courtemain, but it seems that Nina's persistence has finally gotten to her. Meanwhile, Carly also makes a plea to Willow Corinthos. But will Willow be willing to listen? Adding to the chaos, Curtis Ashford is blindsided when Stella Henry moves forward with a plan against Drew's campaign. Stella has never been one to sit back and wait, and her actions could have serious repercussions. Meanwhile, Tracy Courtemain also sets her sights on Drew, making a power move that could change the landscape of ELQ forever. Tuesday, February 25th, Jason's world crumbles and deception reigns. As the pressure intensifies, Jason Morgan finds himself completely cornered. Thanks to Jack Brennan's cover-up, the PCPD is convinced that Jason is responsible for Cyrus Renault's presumed murder. The walls are closing in fast, and unless he finds a way to prove his innocence, his days as a free man may be numbered. Meanwhile, Drew Courtemain is losing patience with Nina Reeves, whom he sees as an unwanted and irritating presence. With so much already on his plate, dealing with Nina's schemes and manipulation is the last thing he needs. And in a shocking twist, Carly finds herself falling deeper into Jack Brennan's deception. Naive Carly? That's rare. But right now, she has no idea that Brennan is playing her, carefully keeping his involvement in a major crime hidden from her. Even more concerning? This crime directly affects her daughter. Meanwhile, Jordan Ashford and Portia Robinson share an unexpected connection, while Alexis Davis makes a mysterious request. Could this have something to do with what Dante revealed to her, or is she setting something in motion that will have major repercussions? Monday, February 24th, Dante drops a bombshell, Sonny and Laura reconnect. The week kicks off with Dante Falconeri revealing devastating news. His discovery about Sam McCall's death and Cyrus Renault's involvement sends shockwaves through Alexis Davis, who is left reeling from what she learns. At the same time, Laura Collins and Sonny Corinthos find themselves reconnecting over a shared struggle. With Lucky Spencer fighting for his life, Laura is emotionally exhausted. Sonny, who nearly lost Dante not too long ago, understands her pain all too well. Meanwhile, Trina Robinson is finally ready to open up about her relationship with Kai Taylor. But as she does, Jocelyn Jacks is left rattled by something or someone. Could this be connected to the weight of the secret she's carrying? And just when Ava Jerome thought she could breathe easy, she receives an unexpected visitor. Could it be Christina Corinthos Davis, furious over the past? Christina is not the type to let things go, and her anger could boil over in a big way. Final thoughts: the storm in Port Charles is only beginning. This week on General Hospital is packed with betrayals, unexpected alliances, and decisions that could alter lives forever. Jason Morgan is running out of time to prove his innocence. Jocelyn's guilt is pushing her toward a life-altering decision. Sonny and Laura find solace in each other, but new threats loom ahead. Carly is falling into a dangerous trap, and she doesn't even see it coming. And secrets are beginning to unravel. Some that could destroy everything. With everything spiraling out of control, Port Charles is about to be rocked by one of the biggest shakeups in recent memory. Stay tuned, because the truth is about to come out in ways no one expected.